Morian, Breezy, yo chick, what's that on that beat, yo?
Tip number 4 is a slightly controversial one, but for me, it worked very well. My tip number 4 is don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone, musically and in any way, shape or form else. I say this because as singers, we like to pigeonhole ourselves into a style of music that we like to sing. And yes, all of us have a preference as to what type of music we like to sing. Some singers like to sing jazz music, some singers like to sing pop music, depending on, what your voice suits and what kind of music you like to listen to. If I was going to pigeonhole myself, if you asked me what kind of singer I was, I'd say I was a soul R&B singer, because that's just naturally what's in my natural wheelhouse. That's how it came out when I open my mouth, that's how my voice comes out. That's what I listened to as a child. I get that we all have genres of music that we're all comfortable in singing, but don't let that genre of music be the only box that you stay in. It's important, especially at the beginning of your career, while you're trying to build and you're trying to get a reputation and you're trying to build a name for yourself as a singer in the community, that you're open to sing different types of music, to do different types of things, and to step out of your comfort zone more than you have. I speak from experience, but I'm also being forced to step out of my comfort zone at this point in my career as well. But I believe it's good for you to open yourself up to as much potential experience and just general stuff musically that you can, in order, number one, to make you more of a versatile performer and to round you out as a performer. The more arrows you've got in your arrow sack, if that's a thing, or the more weapons you have in your arsenal, is the easier you'll be to employ, because you won't just be stuck in the tunnel of I am a soul singer, so anything outside of my tunnel of soul I'm not going to apply for. Don't be like that, because some of the most interesting and exciting jobs that I've ever done have been born of me stepping out of my comfort zone as a soul singer and just going for it. I used to be in a rock band when I was young. I got kicked out because I sounded too soulful, but I had a great time doing it, learned some rock joints. I've sang with jazz trios and jazz quartets. I've sang with bands where I was the youngest person by about 20 years. I've had so many amazing opportunities by just saying yes to stuff that may have scared me, may not have been in my wheelhouse, may not have been where I was comfortable, but I knuckled down, I did it, I thrived, I succeeded. So don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Don't be too cool for school. Don't be too bougie. Just say yes, and you might go to an audition, you might go sing for someone, you might do a gig, and it might be rock music, it might be something like that, and you might suck. It might be the worst thing you've ever done, but you tried it, that's not for you, you've had the experience, you didn't die, you dust yourself off, and you move on to the next thing. So, I always say, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, and that is my tip.
She saved me in her phone at bestie, but I had her screaming, oh. Yo girl, wasn't supposed to text me. You wanna know how I know what I know? If your chick come close to me.